Hi, I'm Natalie. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a little bit of a food and lifestyle blog, but I thought before I really get into the channel and start uploading videos, I would share a few fun facts and a little bit about me. So fact number one, I grew up in Sydney. I still live in Sydney. I'm Sydney born and raised. I love it here. I've spent a month in New York last year and I loved it there as well, but there's no place quite like home. I went to law school. I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I finished year 11 and 12, when I finished high school in Sydney, and my parents kind of recommended that, I liked reading, I quite enjoyed studying, I quite enjoyed school. Why don't I go to law school? I got the marks to get in, so I went to law school. It was really difficult. I didn't really have an opportunity to stop and think about whether or not I was enjoying it. I just kind of did it, got it done. And I worked in private practice for a couple of years at a law firm and really realized that it wasn't for me and I wanted to do something else. So I started in a different space, which is where I am now. So fact number three is I'm completely obsessed with homemaking and cozy living. I just moved into my own place and space in Sydney and I'm obsessed with making it just feel really homey, really warm, very much like a cottage feel. That's really what I love. About 3 years ago, I converted to Judaism. I was really drawn to the traditions and the lifestyle of the Jewish people. So after a very rigorous 18-month conversion process, I went into like the mikveh, which is their baptism pools, and became Jewish. I can't stand salmon. I had a bad salmon once a couple of years ago and I haven't been able to eat it since. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it in salads. I don't enjoy it roasted. I don't enjoy it at all. Even the smell of it makes me feel a little bit nauseous. And I also don't like egg. If egg I'm a little bit more relaxed with if it's cooked into something like a cookie or a cake. Even a quiche, that's okay. But otherwise I don't like poached egg, scrambled egg, boiled egg, none of that. I have eggs in my fridge for my dog. I started this channel because I really wanted to share recipes that suit and are aligned with my lifestyle as well as my values. I'm quite health focused and I just really wanted to share recipes that reflect that. When I was about 21 or 22 years old, I had a bit of a health scare and underwent a C-section surgery that kind of knocked me out for many months. I had some cysts growing in my uterus, which was very scary. And it wasn't diagnosed as PCOS or anything, or endometriosis, even though endometriosis does run in my family. They didn't diagnose it as either of those things, but it did make me much more aware of womanhood, what it meant to be a woman, and also of my health, which is super crucial for me. I've become really passionate in recent years about eating well but also enjoying a good balance of food. I don't believe in restriction so much. I just believe in balance and that everything has a place and space in your diet. I quit the gym recently because I just wasn't feeling good about myself going. I didn't feel like it was empowering me anymore. I just wasn't enjoying it. So I'm really focusing on finding exercises that I enjoy doing more. Currently, I'm really enjoying long walks, but otherwise I might try Pilates. But yeah, I quit the gym. I live with my little doggy Monty. Let me try and get him. This is my little guy. Oh, he's got a little bit of hair on him. Okay, I'll let you go now. You wanna go? He's 6.5 years old and he always looks so like cranky and tired. No matter how much he sleeps, no matter how much food he gets, this is just his face. Hey, good boy. I'll let you down now. So I'm currently reading this amazing book called What is History by E.H. Carr. I'm not usually a non-fiction reader, but this book that talks about how history came to be and how there's no such thing as objective history is really, really interesting, and I can definitely recommend. My all-time favorite movie is the 1990s classic rom-com Joe versus the Volcano with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan actually plays three characters. She plays herself, her twin sister, and another lady, which is, I think, really funny. I love the movie. I can definitely recommend. It's chef's kiss. When I'm hosting and I don't know what to cook, my go-to meal is slow cooked either lamb or beef in a Dutch oven in a sort of stew-like thing with some vegetables. I find it's always a classic, it's always a hit, serving it with a little bit of rice. It's always a crowd pleaser. My favorite places that I've traveled were both Japan and Jordan, both of them for the food. Japan, I didn't get to enjoy its food so much, but I really did enjoy the little bits that I had, and I really found that Jordan, the flavors were so intense and strong, and every bite really packed a punch, and I just loved it. I love the cuisine there. I'm currently watching Stanley Tucci in Italy. I think I'm saying it wrong. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering his name. In Italy, and I love it. But my all-time favorite go-to show is Animal Planet by David Attenborough. To be fair, any show by David Attenborough kind of has me. I just love it. I cry when I see other people cry. This is a new thing for me. I've always been a little bit of someone who cries easily, but I've really noticed that I cry really quickly. I cry when other people cry. This is quite a new thing. It's not something I've been doing for a while, but if I see someone like on TV crying, or I see someone, you know, in my family crying, or friend crying, or something like that, even in a restaurant crying, I start crying, and it's kind of annoying sometimes. I'm really sensitive to perfume. So when I was younger, I used to be allergic to makeup. Thank goodness I grew out of that. But I'm still very sensitive to perfume. I find that some perfumes will just cause my skin to get these tiny little red patches, or like almost a welt, which is really sad. And it doesn't matter how expensive the perfume is. It's happened to me. My phone just stopped recording. Yeah, I'm really sensitive to perfume, so I get welts, and it really doesn't matter how expensive or cheap the perfume is. I just can break out with certain perfumes, which is really sad. So in those cases, with those particular types of perfume, I just spray them on my clothes instead. 18th fact, final fact, is both my parents are Ukrainian. I actually did a DNA test because I wanted to check. I'm like 96% Ukrainian and 3% Polish and like 1% Scandinavian, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, so there you have it. That's my get to know me video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.